So, hi everybody, welcome to our semi-regular live stream. Hi Achim, welcome. I just need to turn off this audio on the other thing here. Sorry about that. So yeah, another week, another, not more luck on this time. We are doing a live stream today with an iMac Pro and mimoLive 4.0.3, which we had to release as a hotfix. As we told you last week, Facebook has broken the API for us a little bit, and some things didn't work, and so Achim had to remove the feature that grabs the Facebook comments. For now, we are working hard on fixing this, and hopefully we'll be fixing it in version 4.1. And that's actually the reason why 4.1 is delayed. So Achim, can you maybe give us a little update on what's actually broken and how we plan to fix it?
Sure. So we used to fetch the comments data from Facebook, from your video, from your live video via a certain API. And unfortunately, Facebook messed somehow up the API, and so we are getting not only the new comments but all comments, and that over and over and over again, and that overwhelmed mimoLive, and so the bandwidth shrank, and the Facebook streaming didn't work out as expected for you. So we decided to look at it again, and actually Facebook is giving us a different API to get the comments. So we are switching to it, and hopefully we can get the approval on that specific feature and API by Facebook soon, so that you can use it in mimoLive.
All right, so this time I will be monitoring the live stream on Facebook and YouTube, and we'll have to manually reply to comments on Facebook. We can still pull in the comments on YouTube, so if you're on YouTube, say hi, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you have. So what do we have this week? And apart from mimoLive 4.0.3, we also released a new layer pack, and this time is actually not layers, it's sources. And Achim did some fancy stuff, and we have some great background generator sources that are fun to use, and Achim's going to show you what you can do with it, how to get it, and how to get them. And well, Achim, I turn it over to you, I think.
Okay, thank you. So first of all, you need to get the sources. So to do this, it's an uncommon way to go to the sources, to the layer list. So actually, just start mimoLive. I created just the sample document to work with, and this particular background pack is also available on our layers download page. So open the layer templates and scroll down until to the Get More Layers button. And once you click that, you will get go to Boinx.com to the buy page for the layers. So you can get more additional layers here, but in the free layer section, there's the new one called Backgrounds Pack 1. And with the download link below here, you can easily download the files, and in the end, they will show up in the downloads as a folder. Clicking on the magnifier glass will bring you to the downloads folder, And here are all the files you will need. And installing is pretty simple. You just click on one file, double click it, and mimoLive will tell you that it's installed. So you will need to do that one by one. But in the end, those sources are available in the sources template repository. That's here with the plus button. And you can scroll down and see all the new fancy sources we added. So that's how you install the sources. And to show what they are mainly for backgrounds or for fancy lower thirds. So I think I will start with backgrounds and show you how to use them as a background in a green screen environment. And therefore, unfortunately, I don't have a green screen, but I have a nice lady for demoing. So I bring in Betty, and we need to add the chroma key filter here, pressing on the FX button. This will give us a choice of different filters for that outsource, and we just use the chroma key basic filter, set it up like this. It might not look great at the first glance, but you can easily do an auto adjust. It will take some time and will analyze the image. And yeah, I think that's pretty nice. So let's try a fancy background, for example, the line art. You need to install this as well. And now you see the new feature we already talked about. More sources than just one can be opened, but in this case, I want to close this one and have more place for my layer art. And now to have it as a background, as you can see currently, there is the placer layer, one single placer layer, presenting Betty on a transparent background, which gives a black background in the program out. But I can now add the line art as the background. So I will need to have a placer layer again, getting it from the repository. And I can add this as the source. And once I switch this source on, you can see that Betty is on a nice background. So this is the default setting for it. But you can play around with it and make really different colors. Let's see what we've got here. So this is the setting for the line art. You can change the start and the finish color, for example, make it more red, more yellow, just to have poppy colors. Get the saturation a little bit up, so that's totally up to you, and you can play around with it. There's also a speed control where you can slow down the animation or even speed it up, just like you want to have it. So, and the background could be any color, of course, too. So closing this again, you see it's already updated and Betty has a nice background. So that's one background.
So what other backgrounds do we have?
Yeah, we have multiple nice animated backgrounds. That's, for example, the computer circuit background. It's just like that. It's a little bit more retro. Then there is disco lights. It's not way. using disco light with the background. And those are pretty.
So the
fancy
disco lights
color
are transparent, right? So it's they are also fun to be used in other things like foreground. You can make Betty look really psychedelic, right?
Right. It depends on the order of the layers. Currently, the placer layer with the disco lights is in the background. That's why Betty is in the foreground, but I can move this up, and now you can see that Betty is in the background and the disco lights are in the foreground. So that's working with the transparency of that particular source. And you can change the color.
Can we adjust the center?
No.
But
Currently, it's always popping out from the center, actually.
But we could move the place around, right?
Yeah, there are some. Oh, that's true. Of course. In this case, it's the front, so I need to switch from full screen to custom. Now I have control on the placing of that source. The corners are actually to drag the size, so I can make it like this big and put it in the upper left corner, for example. So you can see now Betty should be maybe a little bit more to the right. Also switching to custom, make it a little bit smaller and push it over to the right. So this makes it look like that. Maybe she should be in the front again. So I drag.
Hours of fun playing around with that, I think.
Yeah, that's true. So going back and turn down the wobbling speed a bit, so it's not that.
All right, so more background, more generators. We have a couple more.
Sure. So night sky is one of my favorites. It creates a single night, and with all the stars and the Milky Way, and if we are lucky, we could see a shooting star. So the shooting stars and also the night sky is controlled on this panel. You can speed it up or slow it down. Have more meteors. Oh, there was one. If you bring down the next meteor parameter, it will create more meteors over time, but still it's random, so you need to wait for it. So here's to control the background, for example, you can switch off the haze or put in a different haze color for morning, more the blue hour, and adjust the height if it's appropriate to your setting and to your other environment.
All right.
So there are two more to go. This is snow. That's a really fun one. It lets snow. It's more for winter backgrounds and have more snow, slow it down. So now Betty needs to put on some more clothes if there's cold.
To me, she is cold probably.
Okay, and here you see one more of the new features. We added folders, so you can collapse this folder, for example. And so it goes out of your way if you don't want to see it all the time. And last but not least, star filter, star field warp 1, and going too fast to different warp speeds. So some of those generators are useful as backgrounds. Others are useful for example, making so I can show you how this works. Looking for your regular lower third layer, which is not which is here. Here we go. And now you're looking down for the background options. Currently, or by default, it's set to frosted glass. And here you have complete different options. And to make use of the animations of these sources, you need to switch to custom. And transparent the background because no source is selected. But for example, I can use, let's say, the line art. And for this, I would recommend to adjust the size of the source, not to be the document size, but the size of your lower third. Currently, it's about 180 pixels. So I would enter here 180. You see, it gets updated to our bar, and now we can use it as a background. You see, you get the fancy colors, the animation, and once we push it live, Betty gets a new and fancy lower third.
That's pretty cool, I think, especially for the lower thirds. The lower thirds is really a good use case for this, yeah. All right, so I think that's a good overview. Do we have anything more that we want to address here with the background layer pack? Again, let me just turn this off. Again, you can go to either the website and download it from mimoLive /by/layers, or just inside mimoLive go to the Get More Layers button, and it will take you to the appropriate website and where you can download the additional backgrounds. They are free, and there's other backgrounds there also. A QR code, a thing that reads artist information from a JSON file, so you can pull in artist and song information into a TV, radio on TV, or visual radio show, and these kinds of things. We have a bucket full of layers in Achim's drawer, and we will be releasing them over time. Every now and then, a couple of them will be released and then shared with you, and we'll do a live stream like this and show you what we've got. All right, I think we should go and answer a couple of questions, because at least the Facebook thing is there's some questions in the Facebook thing. Agrim Sak, I don't know if that is pronounced correctly, and unfortunately I can't pull in the comment at this time like I used to be able to. I would like to know how I can use a 3D virtual set. Achim, what do we have for 3D virtual sets?
So currently we're supporting the two-dimensional images and replacing it on different camera angles. So you're rendering actually from your 3D set, you're rendering certain perspectives as images and put them into the video layer switcher as a background. And for each camera and each in the video switcher layer, for each camera there is a certain background source, and if you place it in there and have all your cameras chroma keyed, then the video switcher will switch also the background if you switch the cameras.
All right, and also we have like the distortion placer that allows you to place a video source like in it looks like it's in 3D space. For example, you can use that to map a video source onto a mock TV screen or the wall or whatever you have. That's kind of the extent for 3D virtual studios right now.
So maybe we want.
Do you want to give a short demo of that? Okay, switch to the screen again, and Achim is gonna give you a quick demo.
So I try to pull that off with the video switcher. Let's see. Here we go. Here we have the video switcher. So once you have the video switcher, you don't need to have those placer layers again. In the source A, we put in our T, so we can switch it live and have her here in front. And if you can see down below here, if you scroll down for the content source A, there's also a section about backgrounds, and you can select a different background. For example, let's say it's A. Now she is for before one background, and let's see, you can put it to a different angle. This could simulate different angle with a different background. Source B, and so once we switch it, the background will be switched and the camera angle will be switched as well. So this is for the video switching in the Virtual Studio set, and how we can use the source with distortion layer to present, for example, a different image. So you can pull that around with the edges and make it fit on a screen. It certainly can be a video source as well. So here we are. Why? And once I put that live, I will be right in the studio environment on the right place. I should go. So, do you think this answers the questions?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's about what we have to share right now. We got more questions, and I'm struggling a bit with managing them because I have to look at the Facebook page and then also the the YouTube, and I can put in one YouTube comment up here. It's the nurse doc. I love mimoLive, but I'm having trouble with the audio during Mimo call. Please contact us using the Boinx forum at boinx.com/forum or write to support@boinx.com. I don't think there's like a magic bullet type of solution. As you can see, Achim and I are doing Mimo call here, and we don't have any problems with the audio today. So we have to look at your specific case and hopefully find a solution. Thanks for tuning in anyway, and asking any type of question is allowed. And but I think we have to refer you to an individual treatment here. Sorry about that. All right, more questions in Facebook. A lot of comments in Facebook. We addressed the 3D virtual set, I hope. Agrim, let me know if you have any other specific questions. He follows up with, or she, I don't know, and also how to handle audio mixing multiple input and output. Right now, audio mixing is done in the layer stack, but we're working on better audio mixing capabilities for the future. We don't have to show anything right now, but our audio engineer is hard at work, making it really cool to allow you to do multiple audio mixes. And Achim can probably show you right now. Or do you have audio sources that you can show how to mix right now in the current version? Maybe we can
not too much.
do
I can try.
that. Okay, so I switch to your screen, and then the screen is also coming in through a second Mimo call connection, by the way. So just for those of you who want to know how we do this, and I can just switch it live over our faces. So, whoop, there he is.
Okay, so it depends on how your audio comes into mimoLive and in the Mac, basically. So if you have a certain camera that comes with its own audio, then you probably have one camera and the audio goes with the camera, with the video signal. So if you run the video signal in a placer, then you have the audio dial right here to control the volume of that audio. So if you have multiple video sources, you can adjust them here. But if you have a video switcher, for example, the video switcher layer don't have an audio mixer because it has multiple multiple video inputs, and so it doesn't make sense to have a single audio control here. In this situation, you have to have multiple audio layers, audio only layers, we call that. And those audio only layer then have their own volume buttons. By the way, they need all to be live, of course. And you can also create single audio sources, and those goes into the audio layers one by one. So I have different audio. The second audio to the second layer, for example, like that. So now I have two audios. They are on different volumes, and I can individually adjust those volumes to have one complete mix of two different audio devices.
All right, I think that's a pretty good starter. Of course, this is not the entire audio story. We can do mix downs at the end, and we will be upgrading that in the future. So more comments. Carlos, can we use like a newsroom background? So I think that's connected to the question with the 3D virtual studios, and Achim already gave you a quick overview of how that works. Yeah, Carlos also noted that YouTube stopped intermittently. The stream is back up on YouTube. I don't know what happened, but for a couple of minutes we weren't able to ingest video into YouTube, and mimoLive wasn't able to get a connection, and thank you everybody to come over for coming over to Facebook instead. YouTube stream is up again, so yeah. We've got Louis Lou, a great product on Mac comment. Thank you very much. We do what we can to keep it the best thing on the Mac. Leandro Galazza is asking, is it recommended to use in a small TV channel 24 hours? mimoLive is not a playout system, so if you plan to have a program that is with scheduled news, with scheduled programs, time-based scheduled programs, then mimoLive is not the tool for you. If you mimoLive is a live production system, so you would use it for example if you do a news show. If you do live, then of course 24/7 works. We got a couple of customers doing 24/7 streams. However, 24/7 streams are notoriously what is the right word? Unstable. So it happens more often than you think that your internet connection collapses and the 24/7 stream is gone. We do have an automated reconnect, and I have no idea. Achim, do we have like a number how many hours we can stream before the streaming system is giving up? So I think there's like a counter in the frames or something like that, and that overflows.
It tries to send out the data, and if it can't get a connection back, then it just retries to reconnect to the streaming host. And this will mimoLive do over and over again. So if your internet connection gets back online, then mimoLive will probably send again. So Oliver, we had a customer who used mimoLive to stream 24 hours from a breeding bird couple, and it was a lot of fun to watch them raise their chicks. So it depends actually on your use case. So if you want to do that,
yeah, but technically it's possible. That's the one takeaway from this. But keep in mind it's a software solution on a computer that is doing other things as well. So it might not be able to be up like 5 weeks or so. You might want to schedule frequent restarts and reboots just to make sure that the machine is back down to regular operating parameters. So yeah. All right, so I don't see any more comments coming in. If you guys have more comments out there watching us, then please let us know. If not more comments come in and no questions are left open, then we will call it a day for today. It's already quite late over here at the end of a long working day for both of us. And I think you notice that I am a little tired today, and that's because it's been quite a week, so no more things coming in. So just a quick recap. Told you about mimoLive 4.0.3 hotfix for the issue with the Facebook comments. Unfortunately, we had to turn off the Facebook comments for now because of changes in the Facebook API, and we're working hard on fixing that, and Achim showed you a demo of the background pack, which you can download for free from the website. It's a bunch of video generators that you can use as a background either for green screens or for lower thirds, and it's it's free for use if you have a mimoLive license. And I think that's it for today, and thank you everybody for watching and asking questions and commenting in Facebook and in YouTube. And I don't see any more comments come in. Carlos just commented in Facebook that may not work, and I think he refers to the 24/7 thing, and I don't, just coming back to that for a second, is mimoLive is quite reliable, but it's not really made for round the clock operation. So it works for you can use it for a couple of hours, maybe 30 or 40 or 50 hours or something, and then you might want to have something that allows you to reboot in between sessions and restart over. Okay, so thank you everybody for watching. We hope we're still working on making this a more regular event, and hopefully we'll see you guys again next week. And please bring your questions, and meantime post the questions on the forum. We'll do our best to catch up with everybody there, and if you have any technical issues with mimoLive, send the questions to support@boinx.com. And and I think that's it for today. Achim, thanks for joining me again and for doing all the great demos, and then we'll be back next week. Bye.